Good afternoon, Stamper. Welcome to French's video. Well, I'm very excited today to show you how to do a lattice card. Don't walk away even if you get a pattern for it. I'm going to show you how to do it with the diagonal plate that it took me quite a few trials, you can see, and many of them went in the trash before I got it just right. So I'm going to show you the easy way to do it, and it's guarantee shop. So let's get started. First, what you're going to need, it's a piece of cardstock cut right in two. So it's going to be 5.5 by 8.5. Fold it in two, and you want a crisp fold. So I'm going to move that here. I don't have even my folder here. Here we go. So now I fold this right in two. This is your opening. You're going to take this, make sure your diagonal plate is right in the corner. The arrow face up. Push that right there. And like I told you, I try many ways, start at different places, and this is what worked the best for me. You're going to use a piece of cardstock. It doesn't matter the size, but you want, 5.5 long. Push your card right in the corner. Take your piece of scrap paper, put the temporary glue on it, the dado. Put that there. Your first one that you want to mark, it's at 7/8. So you get the number. I'm going to move this a little bit lower so you can see. 7/8. So you're going to take, so this is your 1, 7/8. It's the line just above there. Put your piece of cardstock right there. Now, we're going to score at 1/8. Right there, you're going to score. And if you use color cardstock, it's a little bit thicker, so you're going to have to be careful to make sure you stay in the groove. You can make your templates like I did, like this. I don't like this. You come to cut and it always, cut and you go inside, or this is a guarantee shot. Okay, so 1/8, then you're going to go at 1 1/8, then 2 1/8, 3 1/8, 4 1/8. So your first score you're doing, you have to remember 1/8. So it's going to be 1/8, 1 1/8, 2 1/8, 3 1/8, 4 1/8. Now we're ready for score number 2 that I call. And this one's going to be at 3/4. So lift this up, go at 3/4. That's the big line right there. Not the half, the 3/4. So your second score had to be a little bit shorter. So the second one, it's at 3/8. So we're going to score at 3/8, 1 3/8. 1, 2, 3. 1 3/8, 2 3/8, 3 3/8, 4 3/8. So to make it easy, I'm going to move this here. The 1/8, it's the first line right after your inch there. And the 3/8, you get a longer line, and then it's the shorter one there. And 1 1/8, it's the line right after the 1, and then you get a quarter and right there. So it's always the same repetition for the inch. So it's the first one, it was 1/8, then 3/8. So now we get all that score. We're going to remove this. And the dado, you can go just like this, but sometimes it leaves a little bit chunk. It's better if you take the eraser glue. Then you take everything off. This is a lovely tool. Now we're done with this. I'm going to move this around so I get more space. And then we're going to take our scissor snip. And we're going to cut. And I think you can, yes, you can see there. See how diagonal it is? So that's why that the first line have to go longer and then the second one shorter. I try to have it both at the same place. And what happened when they're at the same place, it rip. See, you get the line there, it's longer, and then it just rips. So you need, excuse me, one score line shorter than the other. So then you're going to take your scissors and cut right at your line and stop where it stopped the score, because one it's longer and then the other one shorter. So we're going to do those 4, and then I'm going to show you how I add color to this. I need a new pair of scissors here. Those one been used one too many times. Here we go. And then with this, it's the perfect distance in between when you follow this guide. Now you see this one, I had the color, but when you open it up, it's no color. So I'm going to show you how to do this. What you're going to need, it's a dauber. I'm using artichoke. This one was in olive. This one was in soft suede. So whatever color you feel like. Today I feel like artichoke. So I'm going to use artichoke. You're going to open this. And we're going to start with the bottom one. Take this. See how they fold perfectly? This one I went a little bit too long. I'm wondering if I went too much on my paper. I didn't cut it straight. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to lift it up a little bit. Now you're going to take some sticky note, and I just get those little post-it notes. I'm going to put one diagonal like this, and then I'm going to put another one sideways. This way. This one went lower. I really don't know why, because all the other one I did was perfect. So I'm going to measure my cardstock there. And look, you just sponge. And the reason why you put your sticky note, so then you don't get the color other places. Then we're going to lift this up. Then we're ready for round 2. So we're going to do this with all of them. Here we go. I think it's better if I move them separately, because here I get a little bit of ink. So I'm going to do one at a time so I can push it very good. See how easy it folds perfectly. So you put one in the diagonal like this, and then one sideways, or equally, whatever you call it. Then like this. Whoops. I want to be careful not to bend that like I just did. And then next one. Well, they're very sticky here. Here we go. And it's better with the dauber, because the dauber, it's just the perfect size. The sponge are almost too big for this. And last one. Voila. Here we go. Okay, now we get all this done. You just keep on pushing them the first time you fold it down. And then you can take your bone folder. It's someplace on my table. You should see my mess. But I stopped doing what I was doing to do this card because the lighting was good. So this is it. And then you can stamp anything. You can do layers, no layers, whatever you want. But look, what I think happened there, it was right in the corner, but I'm wondering, no, it's right at 5.5. And this one too. I think that I went a little bit too long. My first score must have been a little bit too long. But if that happened, you just push it in the corner and you don't even see. because you don't want your point longer. Voila, that's your lattice, and when you open it up, look inside, it's awesome. So this one I used the what's that flower, the field flower, and then I used the big Hello Doily in the back. So this is it, my friend, how to do a lattice card. Hope you learned something new. Till next time, happy stamping.